Hello, my name is Carl Wyant, and today I will be presenting the management team and personnel plan for Wyant Weights Gym, a company that is owned and operated by myself, Carl Wyant. To start out, our mission statement is to come together in a community-type setting in order to work together and support one another toward everyone's fitness goals and needs, using top-notch equipment and top-notch physical and nutritional consulting. We believe this is an important mission statement for our company because it reinforces our image that we are an inclusive environment that wants to help you reach your goals. Also, that we have the resources and knowledge to help you reach and surpass all of your fitness and nutritional goals as well. One reason we have this mission statement is we noticed that with a lot of the other gyms, they didn't have an inclusive environment, so we believe that our mission statement really reinforces the culture and type of environment that we want to have in our gyms. Our organizational chart starts with myself, the CEO, who will be over the board of directors that include a chief financial officer, who basically would go over all the finances of the company, a chief operating officer, which basically goes over day-to-day operations of the gym. Chief Supply Chain Officer, who will have the job of buying all the nutritional products that we sell, as well as figuring out what kind of equipment we need to have in our gyms. We will have also Chief Marketing Officer on our board, who will be in charge of marketing our gym and basically showing that our mission statement is not just a statement, but basically a way of life of how we are. And lastly, in our board, we will have an HR head who will basically create and oversee a lot of our training processes and making sure that we're basically hiring the right people for the jobs. We're going to start out with 3 gyms originally, and for those 3 gyms, we're going to have a district manager over all 3 who will basically oversee each gym individually and just make sure that we're all running smoothly as a whole. And basically they will be the person who reports directly to the board and basically is just like an in-between between the managers and ourselves. For the 3 gyms that we have, we will each have a manager, and under them they will all have an HR manager in each gym. They will have a head athletic trainer, and the main job of the head athletic trainer is to basically set a lot of the scheduling, help a lot with what kind of classes we should have in our gyms, and basically things like that. Basically kind of new tools. We want a head athletic trainer who knows how to manage people because they will have 2 associate trainers underneath them. And we also want someone who's really creative on ways to kind of, get fitness going and maybe make fitness fun. We want to be an inclusive environment for all, so we want someone who's not just set in their own ways, but willing to do things differently and do things different ways, just to kind of reach out to all of our different people that we're going to have in our gyms. Under the HR managers, we're going to have a customer service associates. These are basically going to be the people that our customers are going to see first. Basically, with them, we want a smiling face and someone who's really personable. Someone who basically can make our customer feel as if they are welcome and we're happy to see them. Underneath them as well, we're going to have janitors in our gym, which are going to be important for upkeep of our facilities and just making sure that everything looks clean and orderly, because we do want to create the right image within our gyms. And as I said before, we have some associate trainers underneath our head athletic trainer. Some of their main jobs is they're going to run a lot of our classes that we hold, and they're also going to be responsible for person-to-person personal training if someone does choose to do any of those. So they will be our main people too with customers, so they need to be personable and as well as know a lot of stuff, because we are going to provide a lot of different ways for people to get fit and do workouts. So moving on, our equity structure. Myself, the owner and founder, I have 60% of the equity in this company. I felt like this was important because I want to be able to make all the final decisions and not really have anyone over me or anyone else in my ear. I have 4 investors, of which the first one has 15%, the second one and third one both have 10%, and then the last one has 5%. And just to go into that a little bit more in depth, as I said, I left myself 60% of the equity. We valued my company at $2.5 million, so basically I have about $1.5 million value in equity into the company. As I said before, this is so that I can basically make all the final decisions and just basically retain order within my company's board. My first investor, as I said, he has 15% of the equity. He invested $375 to get this equity, and he really knows a lot about business, and he's guided me through a lot of the paperwork and things that I should look out for. So he's been really good, and that's why he's my main investor, and he's gotten the most equity. My second investor, he has 10% of the equity of my company based off his $250,000 investment. He has a vast knowledge of workout equipment and nutrition products to share, and he actually helped me hire the person who I ended up hiring for the supply chain manager in my board. So he's been really helpful with that and everything, and he knows a lot about nutrition as well. My third investor also gained 10% equity from a $250,000 investment. She's the only woman investor, and she's been phenomenal in helping me find a lot of locations for my business, as she was a real estate agent in the past. So she's been really helpful in finding good places to kind of target to look for in a gym. And our last investor, he's gained 5% equity of the company, and he invested $125K to get that 5%. And really all he is just a little bit of extra capital for me. He's not really looking to be a part of the company too much. If he has any kind of things that he can add, then he said that he's willing to help with, little things, but for the most part he's just capital and he's a little bit of equity. So our recruitment, selection, and implementation, it was a tough process to really kind of get a hold of everything and a lot to take in. As I said myself, I am the CEO. I am the founder of Wyatt Wade's, and I had the vision for the gym after being frustrated with other gyms, now our competition like Planet Fitness and other gyms like Gold's Gym, which I felt like just didn't have the right business path or business image. Our CFO is Mr. Brad Joyner. We're very excited to announce his hire, as he has a really good background in corporate financial dealings. He worked for Gold's Gym for the past 10 years, and he just has a lot of knowledge on the industry as a whole, and we think he can add a lot to our company. Our Chief Operating Officer is Miss Lisa Walters. She has really a lot of experience. She handled a lot of GNC's operations as an associate Chief Operating Officer for that company. She has a great knowledge of nutrition, obviously working for GNC, and she's got a great reputation as a leader that we look forward to experiencing. Our Chief Supply Chain Officer, as I said, one of our investors help us find this man. He was recently announced, and he will be responsible for making all the deals on equipment as we use in our gyms, as well as the nutritional products we sell. One thing that really showed him as a good candidate is the book he wrote titled What Really Lasts, which was a really in-depth book about what equipment is best for use in different settings, and we felt like it made him a good fit for this position, as well as he had investors backing him, obviously. He also has worked for nutritionalists too, so he's just got a lot of good experience that we like. Our Chief Marketing Officer is Miss Heather Redbarn. She has done amazing work marketing bodybuilding.com as their CMO, which has really taken off, and she has a lot of good ideas, creative ways to how we can really market our business and really separate ourselves from the competition. Our HR head is Mr. Robinson Choice. He has 35 years experience working in HR, and he has great knowledge of creating training steps for multiple companies. He originally worked for Gold's Gym as their HR manager head, and we think that he can add a lot to our company. Our gym positions that we will need in each gym, we will need a district manager to hire who will oversee all 3 of our gyms that we will currently have. As our business grows, they will be in charge of about 5 to 10 gyms as we continue to grow. And basically what they're going to be doing is they're just going to basically report directly to the board or directly to their superiors. As of right now, our company is small, so they will be directly reporting to us on what gym managers and what everyone else is looking for in the gym and what can be better. We'll have 3 gym managers, 1 for each gym that we will originally have. They will be basically responsible for their single gym and just everyone that will be underneath them. Like, for instance, the head athletic trainer who we will have, who will basically set a lot of our classes and a lot of our training programs, and be over our associate athletic trainers who will run a lot of our classes and do any kind of individual work that any of our customers might desire. We also have a HR manager in each of our gyms. They will be responsible for making sure that all of our employees are good to go on everything and well trained, and basically just that they're presenting the right image for our company. Our customer service associate will basically just be the first and last people that our customers see, so we want them people who are personable and just really, really good people that can give us the right image in our company. And lastly, the position that we'll have in our single gyms will be the janitors, who will be responsible for keeping our gym clean and upkeep as far as the equipment and the locker rooms. So we definitely don't want to create a ratty image. So the janitors will take care of that. Our employee payroll is, as you see below, is pretty much just standard type things. Our chief supply chain officer, for instance, is making about $10,000 a month for about $120K total, and it just kind of just goes like that. And I would like to thank you all for seeing our presentation, and thank you very much.